You know how hard it is to do a two-handed wind? Ask anybody who do windmills. This windmill is way harder than just a regular fucking windmill. What's up, it's your boy Gilbert Arenas, aka Agent Zero. Listen, we do have a problem. Listen, I don't want to say it's Stephen A. Smith. I don't want to say it's my guy. But look, everything is not LeBron's fault, okay? LeBron didn't ruin the dunk contest 15 years ago, okay? The dunk contest was ruined in 1988, okay? 1988. His name was MJ, Your Highness, the God, the GOAT. Because when that type of greatness entered the dunk contest, it put the dunk contest standard at an all-high level. Because he was in Chicago and he was already a scoring champ, three-time All-Star, three-time All-NBA, runner-up to the MVP, end up winning the MVP that year, All-Star MVP that year, dunk champ. I think he entered the three-point contest that year. He did everything. Finals MVP. I mean, that was the year he swept. So that was the type of guy who was in the dunk contest with Dominique Wilkins. And so we haven't had those people since. Right? Kobe was not Kobe when he was in the dunk contest. Vince Carter wasn't Vince Carter. The dunk contest elevated him. He was a one-time, that was his first year as an all-star. Right? It's not like those guys repeated. It's not like Kobe after he won in 97 and he was a two-time champion and he comes into the dunk contest with Vince Carter, which would have elevated that dunk contest, or Vince Carter coming back in 2001 or 2 would have elevated that dunk contest. That never happened. It's always been one-time all-stars or a bunch of names. When Sean Kim did it, he wasn't the Rain Man. So outside of that, what really ruined the dunk contest is the voting on dunks, which happened in 1988 also. Because the narrative back then was the MJ and Dominique and MJ possibly winning in Chicago was the narrative. The voters just got it wrong. And I'm going to tell you from talking to people who dunked, who participated in these things, the one thing you don't want to happen is you do a dunk, you get a number, and then someone does some weak-ass dunk and that number's higher than yours. Oh, when that happens, there's an issue. Meaning, I don't want to do this no more. The worst position to be in a dunk contest is number one. You don't want to be that guy. You don't want to be that guy. You know why? Because one, they haven't seen everybody yet. So you're going to get judged in the middle somewhere. Because they don't know what's coming and they want to save their 50s for something over here. So you're never going to get your real number unless it's really a 50. If you do something that's, it could be a 50, they're going to give it a 48. They're going to get, let's go 48, 47, 48 and a half. They're going to do one of those. So let's go see how the dunks in 88 looked and graded. So you can see why the dunk contest was ruined. You can go through history and see this type of behavior. Oh, Otis Smith. Warriors.
The first dunker is going to be Otis Smith.
Oh, got the knee brace on. Probably 21.
State is 6'5", his first dunk.
Otis Smith is a power dunker.
Okay, but I don't know what this dunk is called. It's probably a reverse, not full 360. You guys are dunkers. You know what this is. This is a reverse windmill into like a half spin. Okay.
From Golden State is 6'5", his first dunk.
Okay.
Otis Smith is a power dunker, and you saw that right there. And
I'm going to give it about 40. 47. I'm getting 40.
But this is tough.
That's a
He's trying to
47.
do it, Steve, but I don't think he's going to get a very high score.
And the judges give him a score of 40.
And Jerome Kersey will be next. In the first round, there will be 2 passes through the field of 7. In other words, they get 2 dunks. They may replace him this if they would like. So here comes Jerome Kersey, 6'7", 222 in his 4th year.
Okay. 40. 40 for that dunk.
And Otis has...
Wait, what? They go to 50, right? Okay.
Of the possible 50. Well, again...
Okay, if that first one was a 40, that has to be a 38.
That was a terrific dunk. He had great height. Through...
That has to be a 38.
Of the possible 50.
Yeah, that's...
Well, again, I'm surprised, Jerome, having been in the competition, that was a terrific dunk. He had great height, threw it through, but
38, but I would give him a 44 for that. That's
now look at the height. Watch where his head is. His head is right up near the rim.
That's okay. I mean, I can do that. I mean, any dunker that, that ain't really, the windmill is harder than this. Way harder.
A 2-hand reverse dunk.
Well, I think Jerome is a little bit handicapped in the fact that he has smaller hands than some of the
41. Get the fuck out of here.
Sure
Yeah, we stop playing with him. 41? Oh, if I'm Otis, I'm pissed.
his first dunk in, he can't believe the judges didn't give him a better score.
He gets 41. That puts him 1 point ahead.
Wait, he was mad he didn't get a better score.
Top 4 will advance. And Spud Webb will
Okay,
go
Spud.
5'7", 135 pounds. He won the 86.
He won 86, okay. All right, so he about to windmill.
Getting that first one to go
What he about to
in.
do?
I've seen him in other competitions, and when he didn't get the first one in, he struggled a little bit, but all the little people are rooting for him.
Including Lee.
See, again, he had to get one in, and I think he's more...
Okay. Okay. Whoever has 7 in the crowd, y'all are correct. All right. Whoever has 10s, children of these 2 people right here with these 10s, okay? With these 2 10s right here, you should disown your parents or your grandparents, because you please find out who these people are. Ain't no goddamn way that was a 10. That was a power layup. He is a dunk champ, and he came in here did a...
Would have got him a pretty good score. Key for Spud is getting that first one to go in. Now, I've seen him in other competitions, and when he didn't get the first one in, he struggled a little bit, but all the little people are rooting for him.
Including Lee.
See, again, he had to get one in, and I think he's more concerned about that. His first one was more difficult.
I'm giving him
Would
10.
have got him a pretty good score.
Total.
That should not be
I'm not playing this shit. I'm not playing with y'all. 10.
You'll see him come in.
Whatever the lowest number is. Look at that. That's like a miss. That is like a miss. That's like a real good miss. That's like a between the legs miss. Whatever that number is, this is what this gets.
Straight in, drive, just 2 hands, straight in, nothing really.
I mean, if somebody was under there, yeah,
No chance at all. But with 34, I still think
34.
that's going to kill him. So that makes him 3rd out of
34. If that's the lowest, he got that.
Well, Stumpy Goodrich should be able to relate. Now, Greg Cadillac Anderson. We go from the shortest.
Greg Cadillac
to the
Anderson.
tallest. He's 6'10", a rookie
6'10".
from the University of Houston from San Antonio Spurs. Crowd liked it. Well, I think the disadvantage...
34. You're 6'11". All right? You get the fucking same number Spud Webb got. This is the dunk contest.
He's 6'10", a rookie from the University of Houston from San Antonio Spurs.
He threw it off the backboard and just dunked.
Crowd liked it. Well, I think the disadvantage of
34,
the big man,
sir.
Steve, is that they don't look like they're doing it
Let me
just
see what
because
they
they're
give
so
you.
tall and they're so big. They don't have that fluid motion, and they have to really come up with more creativity, perhaps, than the smaller players. And this is a nice one off the glass. He's up high, throws it through with great authority. But again, they just don't have the ballet-like movements of a Michael Jordan or a Dominique Wilkins. If you take another look at it, gets good height, throws it through with great force. And now, Greg Anderson, who's
42.
42. So
Wait, hold on. 6'11", throwing it off the backboard. You gave a 42, but you started off the dunk contest with this dunk. And this dunk got a 40 at 6'5". What is wrong with y'all?
Otis Smith is a power dunker, and you saw that right there.
But do you see this? If the guy at 6'11" did this, this is still a fucking 48.
Is going to be Otis Smith.
He's 6'5". Look at this.
Is 6'5", his first dunk.
And you gave that a 40, and you gave a 6'11" guy who throws it off the backboard and just dunks the ball a 42.
None of those judges are 5'7". You know?
Well, Stumpy Goodrich should be able to relate. Now Greg Cadillac Anderson. We go from the shortest competitor to the tallest. He's 6'10", a rookie from the University of Houston from San Antonio Spurs.
You know what?
Well, I think that this
I don't want to be in a dunk contest no more. If I'm Otis Smith right now, I'm good. You know what? I'm cool. I know what this is. Y'all seen Warriors over here, Oakland Warriors. I'm good. All right, I'm pretty sure in the 80s, everything that was going on in the 80s, you didn't want to be associated with the Warriors.
And now, Greg Anderson, who picked up a 42. So that is the highest score so far.
That's the highest score so far. The weakest dunk is the highest. All right, Michael Jordan. Obviously, you know, he going to get a 47 or above. It's Michael Jordan.
The judges, they got a lot of pressure on them.
What we got, MJ?
With Jordan, of course, Jordan wants to put some pressure on everybody by trying to do something special right out of the gate.
That's the famous float. That's the famous float lean. 50.
There's a 9.
This is back then. Let me see. Do we got the tongue out? Do we got the tongue out? Do we got the tongue out?
And, you know, again, you can't ever tell what he's going to do. He looked like he might have...
Nah, he didn't have the tongue out. 49.
Turned inside out, kicked his legs out, and the crowd responds.
And only a 47. The crowd not real happy with that.
He got a 47?
I could do that one in my dreams. Michael Jordan said that he hoped to get to the finals with a dunk that was not as spectacular as the one he wanted to pull out then. So he did get a 47. He is now the
47.
number 2 out of the 5 who have dunked so far is Greg Anderson with a 42. So that's what Drexler's looking at. Clyde from Portland. Well, that looked a lot like the dunk that Michael Jordan did, and he had a little more authority throwing it down.
Okay, now, this is a regular windmill. The reverse windmill, so he should get a 49 for this one. Because this is just regular, like just run straight up windmill, right? We just seen Jordan with the lean with it, rock with it, right? We have 3 windmills so far. You can argue Jordan was better than number 1s. You can argue that. Depending on if you're a dunker, which one is harder, lean windmill or the reverse windmill? We know this one will be the easiest of the windmills.
Still, in the air, he didn't take off out quite as far as Michael did, so it didn't look quite as good, but it's still a terrific dunk. There he goes, brings the legs up, windmills it through.
Yeah.
A very nice dunk by Clyde Drexler.
I mean, it should be a 39.
Right now, as we take another look at it. Look
compared to the first one.
Get that flair to it. You gotta
maybe
do
a 40.
Special, and I like that one by Clyde.
And the thing that Jordan did was kick his legs out.
And we do hear now that 44 points have been
44?
That puts him in second place. So Jordan with 47, Drexler with 44, Anderson with 42, Kersey with 41. So 41's the number here that Dominique needs to better in order to advance to the semifinal rounds. Dominique Wilkins from the Atlanta Hawks, the 1985 champion, 6'7", 200 pounds. Well, that'll draw a high score. I can tell you that right now. Now, we saw a reverse 1985 champion, 6'7", 200 pounds. Well, that'll draw a high score. I can tell you
45.
that right now. Now, we saw a reverse two-hander before, Steve, early in the competition.
45.
But not with the flair that Dominique just put on that, or with the power.
and the quickness. He exploded into that basket right down there. You'll take a look. Now watch, I think what he does is really give it some juice. He cradles the ball, then spreads his legs out and really throws it down. That's a good pop for Wilkins.
And a 49.
49? No,
Wilkins
stop.
to put it in
Stop.
first place. So it's Wilkins with 49, Jordan.
I'm not a dunker, but I've watched a lot of dunking, and I can tell you, the disappointment in someone's face if you go first and you have the second best dunk of the first round, but your dunk gets a 40. I wouldn't want to be in the dunk contest no more. You know what I mean? It's disheartening. It's like let's like 6'5" dunker, and you're gonna tell me this dunk
is going to be Otis Smith. Otis Smith from Golden State is 6'5", his first dunk.
Okay, so
Next round there will be 2 passes through the field of 7. In other words, they get 2 dunks. They may replace a miss.
So that was the first dunk. 40.
222 in his 4th year from Portland, and Otis has 40 points of the possible 50.
That was next.
Again, I'm surprised.
And then we had
He wanted to make sure he got his first.
we had the 5'7" hot rim touch.
Seen him in other competitions.
Little twinkle. And I mean, when we start first getting our dunks on, and I mean, when we go up there and be like, Mama, I can do it. That one, that's dunk. But he got the number he deserved. Then they gave this at 6'11".
Liked it.
Okay. We got Michael Jordan. We got the lean with it, rock with it, kiss. And then we got regular wingmen.
He had a little more authority throwing it down.
So they went after the names here, as we can see, because these wasn't the best dunks. So as a referee, you got one job, and the one job is to judge the dunks fairly. When you get the dunk wrong, that participant don't want to do it anymore. And the other participants that will be the future, because dunkers know what dunks are really good, what are really hard. So if someone does something that's a 48, 49, and you give it a 40, and then you give this easy dunk 43, 44, 44 because of the name, the other guys, they don't want to participate. I wasn't watching basketball then.
Champion, 6'7", 200 pounds.
But we're going to see what the rest of these dunks look like. Okay.
Dunk would be a 360 from the free throw line.
Okay, it's T-10 and counting to liftoff.
Oh, they're on their feet at the stadium already. This is reminiscent of the ABA dunking championship and Julius Erving many years ago.
Mission control, ready for launch.
That brought Dominique to his feet. And Jordan says he likes to dribble the ball when he does a dunk, as opposed to just running with it, because he thinks that's really part of the
50? I mean,
he should do that.
I
And a 50.
I guess people didn't jump far back then, so we're gonna give it a 50.
Just taking his time, it appears, and I think this is what helps him. He accelerates right at the end, just misses behind the line, but still.
But I don't know how many times he's did this dunk already, because me, I'm one of these people.
The tongue out.
If you dunk from the free throw line and I gave you a 51 year,
Very nice, Michael. Little clutch
and you try the same shit again, but it wasn't further, it was the same, 49. You lose a point.
Second year in the NBA. How'd you like to be following this team?
If I'm just doing a layup. If I'm Otis, I'm doing a layup. I can't win. It's an unbeatable thing. With the booty shorts on and the knee brace. I know.
Try to get the judges on his side.
Oh, he had to grab an errant rebound as he threw it off the glass with a beautiful jam by Otis Smith. That was impressive.
Now that was good.
It has to be more than the 42 from what y'all gave the other person.
Michael Jordan to take a
Let's
chance
see.
and throwing it off the window and then catching it right.
Okay.
And again, power.
Okay.
And he gets a 45 from the judges.
Okay, I get that a 4, but the first one should have been the 47. This should have been the 45. Because I know he's like, wait, how the fuck this dunk harder than I know he's like, wait, my first dunk was harder.
That's called pressure. Now here comes Clyde Drexler. Well, now that's a tough one. Why would he choose a free throw dunk after Jordan has electrified the crowd
40.
with a 50? That would be tough in a judge's mind, I would think.
40.
There aren't that many of them, though. I mean, you know, you think about these ducks, you got to think about what you can do, and you also got to think about how to impress the judge and get something down. Drexler just inside, they give him a 45.
Well, again, he did not have the flair that Michael Jordan had.
45. He got the same dunk as the one that just threw off the backboard. Pulled it back. He pulled it back to Oakland, brought it to Chicago.
What Michael did.
From Oakland to Chicago, got a 45 from a guy who just. Okay, I'm sorry. His name is Clyde the Glide, meaning he should have jumped from the 3-point line. I know this is 88. I get it. This is 88, right? But the name Clyde means he's supposed to be in there. He's supposed to be in there like, especially if you're going to jump from the same place somebody else just jumped from. You got to add something to it.
Chicago Stadium on All-Star Saturday, along with Rick Barry, Steve Jones. This is Bob Meehan. Oh, mercy.
He didn't go anywhere but from 15 feet in, but it seemed to be just as impressive, again, because he brought it down real low and then just powered it home.
He has so much power. Now just look at this explosiveness as he takes off right in front of him. The complete 360 wheeler-dealer through for a 49. So it's been Jordan with a 50, Wilkins with a 49, Drexler with a 45. There are
All right.
judges are pretty tough this year. They're tough and relatively consistent thus far. Compared to his 50, that might be a 48. That sounds pretty good.
Well, when you look at it again, and this is the one that got everybody juiced up a year ago, it looks just as good and looks like a 50.
Wait. He did this dunk last year? Wait, so hold on. So 87 dunk contest looked just like 88?
Steve, no, that's the one he calls the kiss the rim because he takes his face right.
Wait, hold on, y'all. Wait, I think we missed it. Did I miss it?
You think the judges might be thinking
This is not his third dunk, right?
That was a tremendous.
Now Michael Jordan with a second of his 3 dunks in the semifinals.
It's nothing new, but again, it's spectacular and it's front of the home crowd.
Obviously, the judges are pretty tough this year. They're tough and relatively consistent thus far. Compared to his 50, that might be a 48. That sounds pretty good.
Well, when you look at it,
Okay.
to put some pressure on everybody by trying to do something special right out of the gate.
So this is the first.
Oh, you can call that special. Everybody in the stands flashing a 10.
Let me just make sure it's the same dunk.
There's a 9.
Well, we go back and we'll take a look, and Jordan said, I got to put some pressure on. And, you know, again, you can't ever tell what he's going to do.
Okay.
360 or something.
Okay.
It's nothing new, but again, it's spectacular and it's front of the home crowd.
Obviously, the judges are pretty tough this year. They're tough and relatively consistent thus far. Compared to his 50, that might be a 48. That sounds pretty good.
Well, when you look at it
Okay,
again.
so only thing he did different was he put his tongue out on this one. So he did the same dunk 2 times.
And this is the one that got everybody juiced up a year ago. It looks just as good and looks like a 50 to me.
He sure does, Steve. I tell you. Now, that's the one he calls the kiss the rim because he takes his face right up to the rim, ducks it under, and then windmills. He said previously
and he got a 48.
he's going to add a twist to that.
So
dunk
47 the first
Let's
time.
see if he advances, and I think he probably will. If he
48
advances,
the second time.
I got to come up with something to excite the
The
crowd
tongue.
and the judges.
And he's changing his mind coming to the other side of the court.
Let me guess, windmill?
Obviously, he's going to try something different.
What I do? Do windmill.
He's got to come up with some sort of 360 and power, and he's going for off the window.
That was impressive.
Hey man, listen.
From the left side.
I'm pretty sure if you was listening to the radio back then, you really thought they was in here jamming off.
With some sort of 360 and power, and he's going for off the window.
That was impressive. He banked it from the left side, dunked it from the right.
Hey, little man, hey, little fella, whoever you are correct. 7. You knew what you was looking at, young fella.
For him to get past Jordan or Wilkins, wanted to make sure he got something in. And at this point, if he would have been able to maybe turn some way in midair and catch it and throw it in, I think he'd have gotten a big score.
Sure, throw it up there, Steve. Catch it, do a 360 and fire it through. Something we used to do all the time, right? A 42.
Okay.
For Clyde Drexler.
There we go.
So Drexler with a 42 on his first dunk.
All right, let's see what we got here.
7, he's not going to be happy with that score. 49 the first, 47 on this one. I disagree. Well, now I'll tell you, see, he put a little flare after he put the dunk through, but when he went up, he makes the spin move, goes up nice and straight, holds it on his hair, didn't do anything spectacular with the arms. He didn't put as much flair as he normally does into his dunk, Steve. So I would think that score was more indicative of what he had performed as opposed to the last one, which he deserved a 50 on.
Well, that's going to put him into the championship
47.
round.
Oh, yeah. Oh, look at that. He already knew. Like, you know what, y'all? You know what? I'm up out of here. Look at that.
Performed as opposed to the last one, which he deserved a 50 on.
Well, that's
Yeah. All right, y'all. I'm out.
championship round.
I'm not doing this no more.
Closed.
Okay, let me see what we got here. Let me see. Is it kiss the ring from the other side?
Points. Wilkins 96, Drexler 87, Smith 67, virtually eliminated. That may have closed the door. Well, it was the semifinal round. They got 3 dunks each.
That was the same dunk he had just missed, and he made a slight adjustment, and you get a look high above.
Now you saw him throw his arm down into. He was making sure he didn't miss that one. He watched the right hand now. Up high, his hand is there. He ducks out of the
Okay.
way. Watch him
Dang.
throw it down.
Okay.
Through.
Okay. Now we
I
talk
think
50.
It was a tough score. That was
Height,
really
head, had the
impressive.
duck under.
The
Boom.
judges-
That can get, you can get that at 50. That's better than that free throw dunk. Or not free throw dunk. Like the free throw dunk, you already told me you can do that the first time you tried it.
In other words, take his head up. He normally just went in and windmilled it from the side. This way he went past
Now
the
glided.
rim.
Wait, did he jumped off 2 feet, right?
He had to duck his head out of the way of the rim. Just might be affected by the fact he missed, but they're not supposed to be. Well, that was the semifinal round. They got 3 dunks each.
We got to
That
see
was the
this
same
in
dunk
slow.
he had just
Hold on.
missed, and he made a slight adjustment, and you get a look
Oh, that's one leg.
high above.
Okay.
Now you saw him throw his arm down into. He was making sure he didn't miss that one. He watched the right hand now. Up high, his hand is there. He ducks out of the way. Now watch him throw it down in through. Now was in a good position. Here you see him bring it up. And again, the double clutch down, back up, and over and through. And this is, again, the flair that he has. As he goes up, he's high, all the way back down. On
Hey!
the basket, and brings it back for the two-hander over the head. Not
Hey!
two-hand over the hand dunk shot. A little more flair. He does get a 47. They give him 143 for the
Hey, that was all right.
Previous champions, the defending
That was
champions,
all right.
with 145 points in the semifinal round, and Dominique Wilkins with 143 points in the semifinals. And this is what the crowd's been waiting for. The championship round. There will be a coin flip to determine start to this one. Not much, though. From high above the
You
rim.
lost the dunk contest doing that shit?
High above the rim.
The f y'all standing up for? Don't clap it. This man just went here, went all the way up under the rim and did this. and he just threw it off.
He's going to give a little running start to this one. Not much, though.
From high above the rim. High above the rim.
Well out in front. I think that's the key, as well as the height, how far out.
I better see something on the other end.
Hammer it home. And again, he makes it look like it's routine. But watch, look how far away he is. That's a great start for Dominique.
It looks still going up when he caught it. Right, and he stayed up for so long, took off from just inside the bottom of that circle, and was able to...
I'm sorry, but...
I think that's the key, as well as the height, how far out in front he caught it when he's able to hammer it home. And again, he makes it look like it's routine. But watch, look how far away he is.
This should be a... that's not... That's...
It looks still going up when he caught it. Right, and he stayed up for so long, took off from just inside the bottom of that circle, and was able to throw it through with authority as he tossed it up from the top of the key. But watch one more time. Here he is from the top of the key. The perfect toss. The perfect timing, and look at he stay up, and throws it through with power.
And the perfect score of 50 on that.
All right, I'm through. So you're saying that dunk right there, throw it up, dunk, that was his best dunk of the night? Forget the best dunk of the night. That was his best dunk of the night? So this, the windmill, this, just toss it, because if you got a 40-something inch vertical and you can jump, that's when everyone throws it up and then they just jump high and then they kind of like throw it in. That is the easiest dunk for them. This is out of all the dunks he did, this was the easiest dunk for him. The 360 was pretty hard because, goddamn it, I got to turn. Just going straight up and down wouldn't have been difficult for a jumper.
Dunk from Dominique Wilkins, now the defending champion.
Well, now Jordan does have his first taste of pressure in the slam dunk competition.
I'm predicting a 50 on that.
So instead of the kiss the rim, he's going to keep it, and then that's what it looked like from this
He did
angle.
the two-hand there, double clutch, as he did look like the kiss the rim type of dunk he done before.
He got a 50.
Well, we're still even as Jordan goes up and takes it way down and then hammers it home over the top. And
Okay, this is more of a 50 than the other one.
Difficult it is, and we'll see.
So I would give this a 50 to that 49.
He looks like a heavyweight fighter who's just taken a roundhouse right, and now he's going to set to throw another one. So that's the second 50 of the day for Michael Jordan, but remember
That's the second 50 of the day. And these ain't even these guys' best dunks. You see, all right, man, you lost.
Like 45 being shot someplace.
Yeah, that's a
one
45.
exploded at the bottom of the net.
That even has a Chicago.
Like, you can't do the dunks that we know you know how to do, right? You just went to the side.
That I've seen play this game with the creativity also going along with it. Here he comes up in the air. Look at the legs. Look at the arms. The windmill and.
Wait, hold on, man. I'm sorry. I'm thinking about injuries.
More power than any dunker that I've seen play this.
Look at the structure of, like, how did
The creativity also.
look where his legs are going. Look where his power shifting.
So going.
Look, he has power going the other way,
Along with it.
and he
Here comes up in
still
the air. Look at the
generated
legs,
that
look
kind
at
of
the arms,
force.
The windmill and power.
Impressive.
Almost lost it.
But not a 50.
Let's check the judges out.
45.
That one.
Ooh, they were impressed enough to give him a 50, his second 50 in the three-dunk championship competition. There is a dunk-off in case there...
Okay, I'm sorry. You gave that a 50. You've seen Dominique Wilkins do the same windmill. And hold on. You from 1985, 85, 86, 87, you seen him do the windmill Every time. And you keep giving the same dunk of 50.
There's a tie, a sudden dunk.
Let me guess.
He's telling Greg Anderson, yeah, that
Jordan jumps from the free throw line.
We're
Give him a
see what
50
the
again.
judges will do now.
I'm over it. I'm over it. I can see why the dunk contest got ruined.
50 on the first.
They're doing the same dunks
Look what's going through his mind. He's saying
multiple times
he doesn't decide until he's in the air.
in the same competition, getting higher numbers.
Looked like a figure 8 with the double clutch.
Okay, I like that one. Yeah, here we go. Hey, I'm going after the kids. There you go, 10.
Wow, you know, and they are trading big, heavy right punches. Jordan took a long time to think about this, knowing he had to get the judges' attention.
A 47 was awarded on that dunk. Oh, that is some great creativity.
Wait, 47.
He's going with the
And Dominique got a 50 off the regular windmill again?
The reaction of Dominique Wilkins is Michael went in for the dunk, and he just waits to see what the score is. There's another look at that dunk. Now watch when he takes off. Look at the way he moves the ball from the right down low to the left, two hands, and throws it through with authority.
What are y'all watching?
Are going to
A regular windmill. That's a regular windmill. You got somebody twerking in the air.
He needs to come up with a great dunk here. If he gets a 49 or a 48, 49 he can't lose, or 48. I guarantee you he will not get 50 on this dunk.
50?
Guarantee it. A two-handed windmill.
Because that one's harder than the last one.
Their lives are flashing in front of their eyes. 47, Michael gets a 50, and it's a dunk off.
Well, we watched Dominique Wilkins come in, and again, with the power and authority low with two hands.
And the judges have awarded Dominique Wilkins a 45. That's
40.
incredible.
45. This dunk is harder than the last dunk. You just gave a fucking 50. You gave this man two 50s. And this dunk was harder than the 250 dunks you gave him.
We call it a make good.
You know how hard it is to do a two-handed wind? Ask anybody who do windmills. This windmill is way harder than just a regular fucking windmill.
Now for Michael Jordan, here's the story. Wilkins finishes with 145. Michael Jordan needs a 48 to tie, a 49 to win. Hey, you don't think the crowd has some influence on the judges on that last dunk?
Well, they're on their feet here at Chicago Stadium. Here's another.
And this is
guy.
LeBron James' fault.
But again,
This is LeBron James' fault. Come on, blame it on LeBron.
A 49 to win.
Because he ruined it, huh?
Michael Jordan, if he were to win this, he'd be the only.
I guarantee you, Dominique Wilkins, hold on.
Slam dunk competition. Larry Nance won it. Dominique, Spud Webb, Jordan, and Michael is backing all the way to the middle of the backcourt. Now he's going to the baseline. Well, the crowd lets you know what they think of it. Now we will wait for the judges. A 48 ties, a 49 wins.
Michael Jordan score 50.
They gave him a 50. They gave Jordan a 50. He defends his championship. And he took off further inside than he did the last time, but it's still a spectacular dunk. It's certainly deserving of a high score that he received, Steve. But Dominique Wilkins got the short end of a very impressive dunk. Consistent judging all day.
Consistent judging all day. You started off the first dunk. Okay. And we want to blame a player for not participating in a dunk contest when it's been ruined from the beginning. because of the judging of it. We've just watched right before our eyes. They don't know what they're watching. They don't know what they're looking at. From the first, it started off on some bullshit. Ended. Repeating dunks, getting higher numbers on the second time you do it. You just did a two-handed windmill. 45. Jordan got a 50 off jumping from the free throw line, which he did as his second dunk. So his first dunk and his third dunk was the same. Second dunk and his last dunk was the same. And he got higher numbers on the second ones. And you penalized Dominique for the two-handed windmill when you just gave him a 50 on a one-handed windmill. So let's wrap this up. The dunk contest has been ruined, if you want to call it ruined, because guys are not getting fairly judged on their dunks and creativity. If you don't know what you're looking at, God damn it, don't be a judge. Obviously, Dominique Wilkins did not participate the following year. Of course he wouldn't. Pissed. He would be pissed. We know how Aaron Gordon feels, right? We know how a lot of dunkers feel. That's the reason. Because everybody's watching the dunk contest. Every dunker is watching the dunk contest. You don't think Zion wants that trophy. You don't think Ja wants that. You don't think Jalen Green wants that fucking trophy. They don't want to be cheated. That's what they don't want to be. Every year I know those guys looking like, damn, I could have won this one. This easy work. They don't want to get there and you do some shit like that. They get out there, give you their best dunk. You be like, 42! 42! But that's my take. I don't know what y'all thinking, but we watched it. I seen what I seen, and you can't change it. Peace.